You went to Europe.
I think U3 has been like my best tournament in a while.
I thought like you were gonna win.
I'm finally starting to understand why Byleth is like falling off a little bit, or like why I've been having problems with Byleth.
I think we saw quite a bit of how Steve gets to people's heads, especially Twig lose his mind against Steve. I felt so bad. And then we also saw the boss who tweeted like, hey, I'm done with this.
Like, have you seen Steve's jab? It's like this. It's super fast. He can walk like force you in combos.
I think it's gotten to the point where like everyone's like, yeah, this is not funny anymore. This is just sad.
Go Talk exclusive. Like I said, I want to play.
That's your next character? Official? Well, it's been around 3 weeks since we last saw you guys, and we're so happy to be back, seeing you all, talking about a lot of stuff, because, trust me, we have a lot to talk about. I'm here with my buddy, MKLeo, the GOAT. This is Go Talks after all. You went to Europe, and you were there for like, what is it, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? I don't know. You were there for like a long time.
Yeah.
Lots of tournaments.
I was there for 3 weeks, 20 days in specific, almost 3 weeks. I was there for 2 tournaments. It was a long time ago since I went to Europe. It was a very fun trip. Had the time to go with my friends, Big Boss, Law, was with Gluto and Key. Like, very good time in there. But for some reason, every single time I come back home from Europe, I always get sick. Like, very bad. Like, my throat hurts. I've been coughing every time. Like the nose thing. I don't know how to say that in English. But it was so fun. I got to visit the city and, of course, the tournaments. UFA. I think UFA has been like my best tournament in a while. 4th, even though it was like an 8th year. I guess happy with my performance. Kind of mad I lost to Raflo, but I guess one day you're gonna get like Apollo's gonna get you, and you just gotta relearn the matchup. I guess that's how it works.
Yeah,
fun overall.
I was watching that set versus Raflo. It was quite the set. I'm not gonna lie. I thought like you were gonna win, but I guess shit happens, man. That's just how it be. Yeah.
I mean, there's another topic for the podcast, but I feel like Byleth, I'm finally starting to understand why Byleth is like falling off a little bit, or like why I've been having problems with Byleth. Like, there's a lot of options that I'm like, yeah, I guess that happens because of my character. Like, I don't want to blame it to Byleth because I used to be very good with him, but I guess that's how it works. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Byleth is in an interesting spot in the meta right now. So tell me, you also went to another tournament in Europe, which I believe it was Sunrise. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah. So, what happened, man? Did you forget the Pichu matchup after Frostbite 2020 or what?
You know, I only played after Pichu, I mean, in 2020, so
yeah.
I don't play a lot of Pichus. You always knew I hate the matchup. I went Lucina, which is a character I play, and also consider to be Lucina very easy, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know, like, sometimes when you're not playing on point, or like when you're scared of the matchup, or like when you literally have no idea how to like play your opponent, / you don't know the matchup, / like you don't know the person, I guess, like the way they play. Yeah. One of my hardest matchups always, and I consider my characters to not be very good against Pichu, at least like the 3 characters I play, like mainly my 3 Byleth, Aegis, Joker. So yeah, bro, I forgot the Pichu matchup. I'm tired of losing to the rats, but
well, listen, even if you had played my Pichu sucks. Like, it's not at Naitoro's level. He's definitely the best Pichu in the world. I mean, it is a hard matchup because you also struggle with like Pikachu, right?
But Pikachu is a lot better for me. It's not as hard. Like, Pichu is.
What do you think makes them different?
I don't know. Probably like the ability to take his stocks early. I feel like I'm relatively a person that gets cheese easily. So when I'm a 0, I'm always like, dude, I'm about to die, or like when I'm a 10, dude, I'm about to die. And I always end up in those situations. And since I don't know the matchup, I don't know like all of them, right? So I'm always like at risk of dying. And I feel like with Pikachu is like, oh, like I hit you, and then you get 80, and then like I put you off stage, and it's like a whole process. I don't know if you like played a lot of Pichus. Like, there's not many Pichus, but Pichus like you just die, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm privileged. Like, I don't have to worry about the rats. Like, everyone just kind of destroys them, and that's it. But I do understand what you mean by like being like, oh, I'm a 0, I'm about to die. Especially because, like, well, I'm in game I watch, he always dies. But like, no, I understand that. Especially, I guess, characters like Pichu and Pikachu. Like, I mean, Pikachu, we don't even have to talk about that cheese. Like, glitch. We'll just put it
Yeah,
there.
but it's different. Like that's what I wanted to mention. Like with Pikachu, I watched the VOD. I talked to Adrian. I know what to do, right? Like I know there's a way to avoid it, like just
Oh
SDI or
yeah,
something. But like with Pichu, I feel like it happens so quickly. Like it's faster. It's like, oh, you get off stage and like falling up air thunder and that is
yeah,
here. Okay.
yeah.
At least with Pikachu, you have like more room to do it, which is, I guess, worse
hmm
because I didn't do anything that day, right? All I had to do was SDI,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
Adrian told you about that, I remember. So, I don't know. I feel like I definitely understand that too, because like every time I play a Pichu, it's the same thing. Yeah, he just pressures you like a lot faster. I don't even think that's like true in the game. I think Pikachu's faster than Pichu, maybe. I think. I don't remember correctly.
I wouldn't
But
know.
yeah, it doesn't feel like that though, because like their playstyles are like Pikachu seems like super campy. Shout out to Shiny Mark. And then Pichu is like a lot more aggressive, and it just throws you off. You know?
Yeah. But hot take, if the Pichu players started camping more, like if it was Pikachu, the character would be insane, in my opinion. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Like I've tried picking Pichu back up, but I don't know. I think only Naitoru can make that character work, and it shows. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely showed that
It,
day.
it, it's hard. It's a hard character. Like
Yeah.
I know it's my fault. It's low-key my fault because Lucina also wins the matchup, I guess. So you just
Oh,
gotta
you
really.
think Lucina beats Pichu?
I always thought so. Yeah. It's the only hard thing is like when you get dash grab, which Peach's dash grab
Oh
is
yeah.
really good. So
hmm
that's like the only thing you gotta be careful about. But I mean, the way I see it is like, oh, I'm gonna space and you won't be able to approach. If I do it properly, I should be good. So
Yeah. I guess I
so
could
it
see that.
means it means I didn't do it properly.
I was thinking that day too. Like the one time you beat another Pichu was back at like Genesis. What was it? 6, 7? No, I think it was Genesis 6. The
Six,
first Smash Ultimate Genesis. You beat Boyd with Lucina. I was watching that set again after you lost to Naitoru because I was like, what did he do wrong? So you've always thought just Lucina does really well against Pichu in that case because like it goes all the way back to like Genesis 6, right? Is that
it,
why you went Lucina?
it goes all the way back exactly. I just like the matchup theory. I don't know. Like it looks good.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that. But speaking about that same tournament, though, there's another set that, geez, it was insane. And I think you know which one I'm talking about. It was against Super
The
Semi.
Super Simi. I thought you meant the me brawler.
Oh,
Both were very annoying, not gonna lie, but the me brawler was like more impactful. So I was like, oh.
okay. Yeah, my bad. Naitoru was at UFA, right? Yeah, my bad. Okay. Wait, damn, we have a lot to talk about. Okay. Me brother is stupid. That character is not okay. So I didn't watch the set because I was asleep. You probably played him at like 6 a.m. over here, and it was like 3 p.m. in like France, something like that. What the happened? Like I can already imagine. I did not watch the set, like I said, but I can already imagine. So what happened? Tell me. Tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna go within the first game. The first game I went Byleth. The game went pretty close. Last stock. I wouldn't consider it like a last hit, but I felt overwhelmed by like the speed. You know, like I didn't know the dash tag was that good, or like the dash tag was like that like goes that far away. He's neutral. Like when I was talking with the other players, they were like, "Oh, it's like if you were playing Mario. It's like if you were playing Fox. It's nowhere near that. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a completely different thing." That can kill
Yep.
you at 80% too. So I lost game one really close. I went Aegis game two,
Oh no.
and dude, it was like last hit, but it was only I guess it was only because I died off stage like I always do. And then the third game, bro, it was really interesting because the third game it started with a 0 to death. Like he immediately killed me. Like being brawler shit, and he immediately killed me. I made the comeback. I won that game. I made it back. And then the next game starts, and the same happens. I that at 0 again. And I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
dude,
god.
I started 2 games in at 0. Like the first game was like, he put me off stage with a dash attack. I get the angle against Aegis very bad, and then I just go gimp. But the other game was like really impressed. I was really surprised because not even Foresight could like help me getting out of the combo. Like I just got hit middle stage, and then I went onto the platform and I died, and not
Mm-hmm.
even Foresight like could save me. So I was shocked. But then I also almost made the comeback. Like I went to last hit, last stock, and but I just couldn't clutch it, I guess. But
Yeah, no, like I said, that character is ridiculous. Like, okay, the fact that you're saying not even Foresight could help you in those situations says a lot. Cause, like, dude, it's foresight. It's like frame 2, and you couldn't get out of the combo.
Mm-hmm.
That means even Bayo can get comboed by that. Although, no, I don't know about that. Well, whatever. The point is, yes, that character is stupid, and yes, dash attack is pretty good. He does have Nair up smash, which is literally Fox confirm over there, and that's why people say he's like Mario and Fox, because like he has ladder combos that kill you with an up B finisher, and then he has the Nair up smash. His dash attack is also pretty good, which is also kind of what Fox does. And then I don't know if he was using the little like projectile, like the little ball thingy, but that's annoying. Like that shield blocks you.
I think his neutral B was the one that starts like with a lot of punches, and if it touches you, it just like
no,
and kills you.
Dude, that's like way better in my opinion. Like that thing is broken. It kills you super early too.
Yeah, and he can also do it like within the air. Like if he does it in the air, he touches your shield. It's like Bayonetta back in Smash 4. Like he stays there. So if you jump,
yeah, you're dead.
Broken.
And I think it has no lag too, because like, okay, like I saw on like Smash Ultimate frame data what the frame data is for that move, for like the multiple punches, whatever the so basically Smash Ultimate frame data says it's minus 30, which means you should be able to drop shield and do a smash attack if you want to. I've tried living it, that's not minus 30. Like I tried dropping shield into a down smash, it's not true. I don't know if it's wrong or if there's something that makes it safer, like being in the air or whatever. Someone tell me in the comments, because that's actually really, really interesting. But let's now talk about the Young Link for sure, because that one I'm interested. That was game 5. That one I did watch live. It was close. That guy is good, honestly. I knew it would be a little tough. Like I thought it was gonna be close. I'm not gonna lie. So what happened? What do you think went wrong? Yeah, what happened?
Not gonna lie, the only practice I did against Jungling was like Kairos back in SoCal. And I think I only played Kairos like twice, like in my entire Ultimate career. Like I never played Jungling more than like 5 times in this game. And of course, I mean, Super Semi, which I would consider to be like one of the best Junglings in the world. I don't know if there's like a Japanese Jungling that people consider the best, but like, bro, like there were a lot of things that like I was getting hit by, and I was like, like it's one of those times where like, I didn't know that. Like next time I'm not gonna get hit by it. And I guess it was just a lot of like matchup win experience, like the way they played the matchup. Also, I guess I went Aegis game 1, I won, but then he started camping, which I can't handle with Aegis. I went Joker to counter camp back and like play a little bit faster, I guess, movement. And in my opinion, I was like playing well, but I guess you can see when I'm not playing too well, right? Because of matchup knowledge. And I don't know, I feel like against the Mii Brawler, it was kind of like just like getting cheese. And against Super Semi, I guess I just didn't know the matchup. Also, I guess he was very good. Like Super Semi, I always knew him, and I knew he was very, very good. I was excited to play him actually, but I didn't think Jungling was like that surprising. Sorry, he did things that I didn't know could happen. The reason why I lost, probably matchup win experience, of course. Super Semi played it really well, but I legit had no idea what was happening like the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. Like, come to think about it, I don't think you've ever played. Like, there's like playing characters in bracket to like playing characters like just for the lulz. You know, it's like, yeah, you can play a Young Link in Elite Smash and be like, I know the matchup, but then you play one in bracket and it's like, no, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
But I come to think about it, you've never played Skittles or Toast in bracket, have you?
No. I only played it online. I remember I used to lose to Colonies.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always beat Skittles, and I never played Toast. But it's funny because I used to play Cloud back in the Smash, back in online. So every single time I played Skittles, I went Cloud and I won. So I should have used Cloud.
You probably should have used Cloud, yeah. Nah, but Young Link does have a lot of save. I think his Nair is like -2. It's crazy. No one knows that. And like Boomerang is just crazy. His conversions are just crazy. Like I don't know if you're on the same boat. I think you're not, but I think Young Link is the best Link for sure. Like he's too fast.
I always thought it was the big Link, Adult Link.
Link? Oh no.
But I can see Young Link being the best. I don't know about Toon Link. I feel like Toon Link is the only one that I see good. But not too good. Jungling is definitely broken.
Oh yeah. And ever since they buffed him, he's just ridiculous. Like he has the Zaire, he has the what is it? The up B confirms.
Yeah.
He has the dash attack, which apparently kills now. F throw kills as well since they buffed it.
Uh,
I don't know. It's a lot. That character's it's
Everything
also
combos
good.
too. I feel
Yeah.
like the difference between the main links, I feel like, is the arrow. That
Oh
like
yeah.
you know that like the only thing he can hit you with is like, oh, bomb into something, boomerang into something. But the fact that like you can be so far away and then maybe get like SAR spot hit by boomerang and then like boom, like confirming with an arrow on that combos, it's ridiculous. Like it opens up like big distances.
Yeah, well, but Sunrise didn't happen. UFA did. Okay, congrats on Ford at
Sunrise
UFA.
Sunrise thing didn't happen, bro. Actually, welcome to the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. We're here, Maister Me, Go Talks. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's talk about Watch the Throne, the only tournament that happened these months.
Yeah, the one that actually happened. So your pool was interesting. You had like an Aegis pool, and you even said it in like on the mic. You did really well against Ken, which we'll talk about that later in the bracket. But against Sonix, what do you feel the difference was in that day between playing Ken and playing Sonix?
This is kind of weird to talk about because this comes to like a player perspective. Every single time I see like Ken and Sonix playing, they always play so differently. Like some people say Sonix is the one that camps the most, but that's not really true. Like Ken is the one that camps a little bit like more, but the thing is that like Ken is a little bit more. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like Sonix has gotten to a point where like he's just the best Sonix at any like point in the game. Like he like no matter what we're talking about Sonic, I feel like Sonix is the best now. But Ken, what he does really well is like getting damage, like cheap damage, and like the way he plays, I guess is really safe. Like he doesn't pull the trigger, only like he knows the reads. Like he goes for like a specific reads, but he's really good at like timing those reads. So I guess like the big difference was that like of course we always have these difference of Spargo Sonix, right? And then you see Spargo losing to Ken at poor priority. And I know for a fact that Spargo throws against Ken, like they always go game 5 and like Spargo like doesn't get game but then he wins. But I mean it's Aegis, like you get game but then the game goes the other way. I feel like the main difference was that like neutral against Sonix was a lot harder. Like it's one of the first times I feel lost in neutral. Like it's like, oh, like this guy is just like outplaying me, like I guess. Like he's not really camping me or like imping me. Like it was only game 2 that like I got destroyed. But the other games were like really slow pace. But I don't know, I guess I was just losing neutral like over and over. He was like very good. I guess the Aegis matchup experience he has against Spargo and all the study he does. He definitely was like going up into Sonic's like playing Ken because I played Ken first. And I don't know. I feel like my playstyle is different. Like I'm a little bit campier, so I guess I can fight like a campier Sonic, but I'm not too fast when it comes to like actually like rushing down and like catching my jumps, like knowing how to like gimp Aegis, every single options, like every single rock paper scissors options that my like I mean not my Aegis but like Aegis God like to make it back on stage. Like, I feel like Sonic's was a lot more of like like off stage you die. With Ken it was a lot different, which is I believe the big difference between the set 1 and set 2. But
yeah, I noticed he like because I was watching both sets. He like the first set he like would focus on comboing you on stage, and then the second set when you played him in like final bracket, he was like putting you off stage more. He was edge guarding you more. Like the Aegis side B, well, like the Mithra side B, he was like back airing you the way Sonix does it as well. And yeah, like you said, that's probably the biggest difference. And I think we are also used to how Sonix plays now because of how much we've played him. Like we've all played him so many times at this point. That even Spargo this past Wednesday on Coinbox, he had to play Wrath and he won game 5. So yeah. But against Sonix, I believe it was also game 5, but I don't know. You can tell the difference whenever you play like Sonix, you play in a certain way, right? Against them. And you're used to that. And then you play against another Sonic, whether it's Wrath, whether it's Ken, whether it's any other Sonic, and you just have to do something completely different because it's not the same. They all have different playstyles, you know. Yeah. So yeah, it's understandable for sure. Now against Lui Money, that's another Palu loss, bro. We gotta work on that matchup. Or what?
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
Like what happened? We have to put in some work on that matchup. But
yeah, how do I explain? Holy I guess I lost to Palu twice within like a month. That's low key. Warring, but okay, bro.
Yeah.
I was ever since I went like I lost to Raffle, like I said, I started to understand why Byleth wasn't my pick, at least not in this meta right now. So after UFA, I completely stopped playing Byleth. Like I don't want to use Byleth at all. I don't want to
Mhm.
keep trying the matchups. I feel like it's losing time. Like
Yeah,
I feel like
understandable.
I just need to get better with my other characters. Louis Money, in specific though, I consider Louis Money to be very good in the Aegis matchups. Like, I've seen him playing against Spargo. I've seen him playing against. He has a local Aegis. I don't remember like the name, but shoutouts to them. And he seems to just know it really well.
Mhm.
And also the other thing was that like I was talking with someone with Echo, the guy that's been helping me with like the matchups and stuff. And I guess we just decided that I was gonna play Aegis on that matchup because I know it's kind of troll to do it like in Watch the Throne, but I kind of just wanted to try out the matchup like for
Mm.
like other times. So I know it went wrong, and but don't worry, bro. Like I know I gotta work on the matchup, and I'm already doing homework on it. I don't know who I will go, but I don't think each is a bad matchup. I think I just played it incorrectly. Like I just need to learn like a few things.
Yeah.
But if not, I guess I would just end up practicing it with Joker. But like I guess I played Palu a decent amount of time to like not like the Joker Palu matchup. Like I feel it better with Aegis, but it's Aegis. Like I guess you can just die. So I guess like I gotta rethink about my character choices. But I don't know. I feel like he played it really well, and overall I feel like Lui was playing really well over the weekend.
Mhm.
His match against Sonix was very unfortunate. Like how he
Oh,
got
dude.
timed out by 1%. 1%, you know the vibes. It's not even a stock now. It's just a
Yeah.
percent,
It's
bro.
just 1%. Yeah.
So
Uh.
sad, but he played it really well. I guess it's my fault for not knowing the matchup really well. But who knows? Like I don't want to think about it this way, but maybe I would have won with Byleth. I always beat Louis with Byleth. I actually have a positive record with him, like against him, because I always win Byleth against him. But again, that's simply because I wanted to get my data. I wanted to like practice the Aegis Palu matchup, and again, it went wrong.
Yeah, I think Louis Money is also one of those players that is really good against characters that are like very like fundies heavy type. If like characters like Wolf, like the Palutena probably, like Mario. Well, I don't know if Mario's all fundies, but characters like that are like very like generic, very like a neutral heavy paced play style. I think he's really good against those characters because like Aegis is definitely like that. Like Aegis is like
Yeah.
all about your neutral, all about your fundies. I don't care what people say. Like Pyra does cheese, but getting damage with Mithra is like you have to have good neutral and you have to have good like understanding of the game. And I think Louis Money does really well against those characters. Like overall, he just like he's one of those players. Like I think against like gimmick type characters, he struggles a little bit, but against characters that like are like very like neutral heavy, he does like pretty well against those
Yeah, I agree.
characters. Yeah, yeah.
I agree completely.
But yeah, and then so against Ken, no, who did you lose to in like? No, it was
It's,
only Ken, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. In like
yeah.
final bracket.
Then, but my other, I guess this opens up the other topic, but like the person that sent me to losers was Spargo.
Oh, true,
Es-
true, true, true.
Spargo, my match against Spargo went really. Not a lie, I think it went better than I expected. I feel like Spargo was playing really well, like amazingly the whole weekend. And when I had a chance to play him, I think I got outplayed. I don't have any excuses. Like he just destroyed me, and I guess I was one of the best persons to take a game against Spargo. Like not many people took a game against Spargo, but holy shit! Like not talking about my set in specific, Spargo was playing really well.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was like peak Smash. Like I was watching against Sonix against Miya, and he was reacting to everything, every single
Mm-hmm.
option, every single time he had a chance to kill. Like he took the stock every time, and like like getting out of disadvantage stayed, reaction time. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's peak Smash. Very very good.
yeah. Spargo was playing clean that weekend. Well, I don't know about that weekend because Friday he was a little sloppy, but the days that mattered, he played really, really well. I agree with you. However, speaking of final bracket, so the R.O.B came out during your set against Ken. So why is
So
the
why,
Leo
dude?
R.O.B coming back, or like what?
It,
Why did
it's
you pick
it's
him?
it's coming back for sure. Dude, the reason behind it is simply because this meta is so cheesy. I gotta learn how to cheese. Like my characters, I feel like don't cheese that much. Byleth cheeses, but he's low-key bad. So I guess I gotta play Rob. I have a Rob. Like I even beaten like good people with Rob. I guess my best win is Proto. How do you lose to my Rob, bro? But again, I'm sorry. I guess I have a lot of experience with Rob because I've been playing Big Boss, whatever. And like I'm a very good person at like copying like what people do, right? So I guess I don't necessarily have to play Rob to like understand the basics and how to play them. But it shows, right? Because like the way I lost the game, because I mean, I basically won the game because I put him in a spot where like if I did it well, I would have won. But again, like you can see, I don't play Rob simply because like I don't go for those options. Like my combos are not on point. Like even though I know how to do like the double gyro toss, like I kind of confirm it. Like I don't know where like to place my side Bs. Like I completely forgot that Rob can go off stage and then up B and then like keep flying in front of his opponent. Like how do you forget that when you're playing Rob? That's basically one of the most working things about Rob, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why it came out basically because I wanted to cheese. I also considered Rob Sonix to be a very good matchup. I mean, a lot of people consider that. And I want to play Rob. Spoilers. Just Go Talk exclusive. Like I said, I want to play Rob. Like I think that's the play.
Okay, so that's your next character? Official?
Official character probably. And this is really funny because I can't not think about Zach Great, right? Like he used to play Joker, he plays Rob. So maybe that guy knew something.
He was onto something.
Yeah, maybe Rob is actually like the perfect like duo for Joker. But I guess like we'll keep trying. We'll give it a try. I'm gonna go to like local tournaments and play Rob just to see how that goes.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I think the Rob would do pretty well against Sonic. I think it would do pretty well against Cloud as well, in my opinion. I think Rob does decent against Cloud. Like, I don't know what you think, but I think so. Against Aegis, probably as well. I think Rob does decent against Aegis. See, the thing is, Rob gets buried in disadvantage, but doesn't matter. He gets like a double toss, gyro, that's it. You died. GG's. Outplayed. So, yeah, it's like, does he suck in disadvantage? Yeah, but his matchup spread is pretty good. Even the matchups that he loses, well, except for like a couple, he still does pretty well. He can still like have a win condition, so it's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, but speaking of Watch the Throne, there was a very interesting topic during the tournament, and that is the Steve hate, or just Steve in general, man. I think we saw quite a bit of how Steve gets to people's heads, especially we're not even talking about the Twitter boys over there in social media that just go, oh yeah, ban Steve for the lulz. No, we're talking like top 10 players, we're talking top 15 players, we're talking the players that actually play the game, the players that actually know what's going on, okay?
The players that actually know why Steve is broken.
Yeah, exactly. So over the course of the weekend, we saw Twig lose his mind against Steve. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen. I felt so bad. And then we also saw the boss who tweeted like, hey, I'm done with this. Like, I'm going to play Street Fighter. Steve is just toxic. And we've just seen it with like other players as well, dude. Like, even Spargo multiple times has said like, nah, Steve is like not it, bro. So, Steve hate, what do you think about it? We're talking Steve hate. We're not talking player hate. That's a different topic.
Yeah.
Screw that. Don't do it. But Steve hate. Focusing on the character. What are your thoughts on it? I'll give you my thoughts later, but what are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts is that Steve is ridiculously broken. I do consider Steve to be, I don't know if I'm capping, bro, but this is what I see. Steve is the best character in his match history. Like, the stuff he does, like, the way he can get his wins, it is insane. Like, just watching it from, like, in this match perspective, we said something important before talking about this topic. People that actually play the game, or people that know why like Steve is broken, like bro, how do we need to explain like how broken Steve is? Like bro, it's ridiculous. Like, of course, no hate on Acola. Like Acola is an amazing player. After watching his Aegis, I was like, okay, you got me. Like, it's amazing. Like, I can't say anything, but bro, Steve, like, did you watch his set against WebJP? Like, Like, I mean, I play Sheik a little bit. I
Yeah.
know how hard Sheik can be. Like, I know WebJP was like playing 80 times better than Acola. Like, bro, he was doing 80 times the work, and then like he rolled. Like, I mean, how are you not gonna roll when there's like blocks here. There's an anvil coming out like from the top. Like Steve will be here with like side B, and he's gonna jump into fair. So like, what will you
Yeah.
do? Like you're scared as you know? Like you're Sheik. Like you're playing against like one of those players in the world, like a broken character. How are you not gonna get scared? Like, please understand, like we're not robots. And the worst thing about it is that like Steve can let you play like a robot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the worst thing, that like we're not really playing the same thing, and I don't know. It's a lot going on.
The worst part about that scenario, about like what happened to WebJP, is that the minecart, like, sure, he rolled, okay, like whatever, but the minecart, why does it put him into like a guaranteed edge guard that also means you're dead? Because like you can get spiked by another character at 40, and you might make it back. You'll be like, okay, I have my double jump, I have my R.O.B, whatever. In that case, well, WebJP burned his double jump, but bro, he puts a block and you're dead. GG's. Like, what? Why does he get to do that? You know, and especially out of a minecart, it's like it's a guaranteed edge guard because like you either mash out of it and get comboed, which in that case it wasn't possible because he was close to the stage, or to the ledge rather. But in that case, it was like he got minecarted. He has to deal with it. He's gonna accept the fact that he's gonna take that forwarder, and that's it. Like there's nothing you can do about it.
Super stupid. I agree. Like the block thing, the fact that like the card, it's not like the card like you're gonna get a spike here, you know, like within the ledge you're gonna get a spike here because like the card takes you so far away. And like if you decide to match out earlier, like you might get back air. Like if you like you might get force match if you don't match.
Yeah,
I feel like the problem is that like Steve has like an option for everything. An option that's like I wouldn't want to say unbeatable, but like for some characters it's like so hard to react to it. Like some characters like Diddy Kong, like what does Tweak do against like that? You know, like
yeah.
is he gonna throw the banana? Is he gonna trip the wall? Yeah.
Well, he did have a Sephiroth with a long back air, but and an up air, but
we don't talk about that.
Yeah. But it's still the same thing, you know, because I think the boss said it once on Twitter recently. But the thing about it is like, sure, Tweak had a Sephiroth with like a lot of options to break the blocks. But the thing with Steve is also that you break the blocks, you win one interaction against him because of it, and it feels like you did nothing. Like you get your combo on him, and then he gets back out of disadvantage, which is pretty easy for him to do because he can just place a block and your hitbox is just done. You cannot do anything about it. And when he lands and now gets you in disadvantage, it feels like he just does triple of what you did. Yeah. Like that up tilt thing is not okay. Like, dude, oh my god, I cannot stand that character. I could go on. I need a whole episode for Steve. Please, dude, I need a whole episode for Steve because this is like not it, bro. It's not okay. I want to cry every time I watch a Steve like do whatever they do.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah,
there's some stuff, bro. It's bad. Like I mean, we even let's talk about another Steve, Miya, right? Miya finally wins Steve, and like I'm not gonna lie, Miya looks like different. So you're telling me that like there's another Steve that's like probably the same as good, but it's different. So we gotta like learn Steve twice. That's insane. That's crazy because like I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, Steve has like a lot of different ways to be played.
Yeah,
like the way people are playing him right now is like it's not even. I mean, I'm so sorry, but sometimes they just throw out the same option. Like I'm gonna side B because it's strong. I'm gonna because it's strong. I'm gonna bat here because it's strong. It's basically that. But like, what happens when the person actually like starts developing like an entire game plan and like counterplay to those things? Like, it's crazy. Like. One thing I was really impressed by is that like the boss Miya, the boss went Min, and Miya, the whole thing he did was like running up into him, wait for him to like drop shield and then jab. Like bro, like the fact that like you can die from a jab. Like have you seen Steve's jab? It's like this. It's super fast. He can walk like force you in combos. Then like he can do fair. He can jab in the air. Okay.
Dude, it's so funny, but it's so stupid. I hate it. Yeah, I think. Listen, I don't know about you, but like, are we getting to that point Nah, we're not. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but not. Never mind.
To play Steve, you were gonna play. We're gonna get to a point where you should
Yeah, I
play
was gonna
Steve.
say, are we slowly getting to the point where we just have to pick up Steve? Because like, obviously, Miya was not gonna bother with Game & Watch Rosalina. Like,
Mm.
we both agreed that's not it. It's not a good matchup. But he, out of all characters, he could have gone a sword fighter. He could have gone something. I don't know. He could have gone something else. You went Steve. It was 3-0, bro. I think it was 3-0.
3-1.
Oh, it was 3-1, bro.
Mm.
But like, still, like, oh my god, dude. Like, I can't understand that character. Like you said, he has a bunch of different ways to be played. Because like, he feels like one of those characters. There's like only two characters I consider to have this issue in the game, and that is that you feel like you're finally developing some counterplay to them, and then the character just goes like, "Oh no, I have this other option, so your counterplay doesn't matter." And then you're like, "Okay, I'll find an option for that other counterplay that you found." And it's like, "Nope, I already have like another two options," and so on so far. It's like a never-ending loop.
Yeah,
It's not okay, dude. Like, what do you do at that point? There's nothing you can do. Literally, you just have to pray that the Steve messes up, and that's it.
That the Steve is worse than you.
Yeah, yeah, literally. At least for that day, yeah.
At least for that day, exactly.
Yeah, because there's tournaments that have banned Steve. There's tournaments that have him unbanned. Yeah, so, well, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even notice this. I gotta be honest, because like whenever tournaments ban Steve, I was like, okay, we take those. Let's go. I don't have to deal with Steve now, right? But at the same time, I never noticed how much more fun I had while watching sets or while just playing bracket in general, because I would never have to like stress about like, oh, I have to play a Steve. But like, I don't think people get it enough, because like it'll be easy for people to say like, oh, just get better, learn the matchup, study, whatever. You just don't want to play against the character. It's like, no, it goes way beyond that, but you're not gonna understand because you probably either don't play the game enough or just haven't dealt with a Steve of that caliber, and that's it.
I don't know. In my opinion, it should be if they're gonna ban him, I feel like it should be banned everywhere. I don't.
Yeah.
Why are we playing like two different games? It's like going to like a tournament with two different games, right? Like, oh, we're gonna play Steve. We're not gonna play Steve. And which I agree. I feel like this match is a lot more fun to watch when Steve is not there. Bro, believe me, like I'm a Min hater. I'm a Kazuya hater, and I don't like. It's not the same thing, you know.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's not the same. No.
like, it's not the same thing. Like you can watch the game and be like, oh, that was good. Like that Min is good, and then you watch Steve and it's like, oh, like this person literally just had like was just smarter than you this time, and then like he won, and you were dumb, like not knowing how to deal with a Steve's option. That's basically what happens.
There was also this chart, because like people will argue this is like a topic now. There was this chart of like the peak viewership during Watch the Throne, and apparently one of the peak viewership was during Tweak Acola. But guys, that doesn't mean what you guys think it means.
Yeah,
it just means people were there, and then they turned off the stream after the set, guys. Like, oh my god, that's not the same. That's not what you guys think.
It's kind of sad because the situation like made it like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't watching Acola. You know, like they weren't like yo. Like they weren't doing it. Like I'm pretty sure they weren't. Like I'm pretty sure all those they weren't like that. They were watching this another reason, believe me.
Yeah, Steve is starting to do that. He definitely is not fun to watch anymore. Because at the beginning, it was like, oh, Steve is funny, ha ha ha. Steve is upsetting people. That's so funny. But I think it's gotten to the point where like everyone's like, okay, yeah, this is not funny anymore. This is just sad. And yeah, it's affecting both the way people see the game and the way people play the game. So, listen, guys, we have all been as a community when it comes to banning characters. So, amen. We could do the change. We could also not do the change and still remain the same. I don't care. You guys do whatever you want. Okay, like I'm done with that topic. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, bro. Let's talk about something that will probably excite you up. I know there's that one last tournament that you're going to Coinbox in real life. In real life, I love that word. I don't know why I love in real life so much. It's just so funny. But how are you feeling about the Coinbox?
I'm feeling pretty good. I actually just played in Coinbox this past Wednesday, which was like 2 days ago. And I did pretty well. I thought I was gonna do really bad. I'm not gonna lie, because like I felt like I was practicing enough, I was studying enough, I was changing everything in my game plan enough. But I don't know. I just had one of those days where like I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it today. And then I think I just started playing the tournament. And I was like, wait, never mind. Because like I had to play a lot of people, and that's my issue with like Coinbox IRL right now. Is that I have to play a lot of people that I usually play in like Ryuga Court or like Smash Pros, like Armadillo, like Sap, whatever. And I usually beat them in like first to fives. I go like 5-3 with them. But the games I beat them in, I don't beat them convincingly. I beat them, but that's it, you know? And the games they beat me in, they beat me pretty hard. So I'm like, okay. And then in Coinbox this Wednesday, I had to play Armadillo and I was worried. That's why I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose, dude. And when I started playing against him, he literally took one stock against me. It was 2-0. I 3-stocked in the first game, I 2-stocked in the next game. I was like, okay, I think we're playing good, man.
Nice.
And then I had to play Jazar, which in my opinion is a good player both offline and online. And the last time I played him, he 3-0'd me. It was an Elite Smash. We just played a best of 5 in Elite Smash because I found him. But he 3-0'd me. He destroyed me, dude. And I 3-0'd him. Like, same thing. I 2-stocked him like every game or something like that. It was crazy. I was like, okay, I think I'm playing good. And then I lost to Wrath. Yeah, but all those players are going to that tournament, so it's gonna be interesting. I go back to back with those players, so it'll be interesting. I don't know how much of Coinbox IRL it is though, because apparently Steve is unbanned. Is that Coinbox? No, I don't think so. But yeah. I don't know why they decided to unban the character when it's banned in Coinbox Online, but it's how it be. Okay, I don't judge. I'm glad I got invited because I have won quite a couple of coin boxes in the past. 2 of them I have won from losers round 1. One of them because I had to take a COVID test, and another one because I got screwed up by daylight saving system and got DQ'd in winners. So I think I got this. I think I'm gonna be fine. And if I don't, I am so ready for 2024, man. We are gonna people up at Genesis, and Luminosity makes big moves. We're gonna kick like next year. I'm like so sure about it.
We're gonna kill it for sure. I'm excited for 2024. It's gonna be great, but bro, like, it would be, not gonna lie, it would be amazing to see you beat those players. Like, online just sucks. Show them that offline is different.
Yeah. I mean, there's times where, like, I know that I'm not losing because of online. I know that I'm losing because of me. But I'm also not going to lie. There are times where I also go, like, okay, this was probably online. But it's a mix of both. It's just weird. I don't know. Which is why I think online is interesting. Because, like, online makes you doubt of, like, okay, was that online? Or was that me? Like, I don't know. Yeah. But, yeah. It'll be a good tournament. It's in Washington D.C. Apparently, it's close to the what's the word name? Was it the White House? Yeah. So I'm interested on that. I have never been close to it, so I don't even think I can. Can I? I don't know. But yeah, still, it'll be interesting. It's a long flight, which I'm not excited for. You know, the part about traveling. I hate traveling. Or rather, I love going to the tournaments, like being there in the state or whatever. I hate the plane, like you said. Yeah, it's the worst. I don't like flying, dude. I don't like it, dude. Like, we're planning on going to Japan next year. Wink, wink. And that's a long ass flight, dude. Like, I'm gonna tolerate it because it's Japan. I'm gonna be okay. You know,
you need to watch movies. Watching movies is like the best way, at least for me, to like make it through a flight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to watch like all of Harry Potter or something. I don't know. A movie that lasts like cool, 3 hours.
Watch something that you know, so you're focused on it. Sometimes watching a new movie on the plane is like, dude, I'm not getting it. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, Coinbox IRL should be good. It's this weekend, so hopefully we bring home a trophy. Who knows?
Yeah, the trophy will be nice. A Maister dub.
Yes, sir.
I'll be watching.
Thank you.
But okay, Papu. Okay, goats. Thanks so much for watching. I guess that's all the conversation. Please, everybody, wish good luck to Maister at Coinbox in real life. Once again, don't forget to put Coinbox real life. I love that word. I don't know why it's so funny to me. But But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Watch the Throne was amazing. Like we said, we are super ready for 2024, and we're excited. Thanks so much for all the support that you guys have been giving to us, the goats, because it's the goat talks, and we'll see you next time.